Hello students, and welcome to USVA History, Quarter 1, Virtual Learning. Now, where do we go from here? This video is going to go through and explain to you exactly what is required of you in the first quarter as we return to school. There are going to be two types of learning experienced in this first quarter and beyond, synchronous and asynchronous learning. And synchronous is the process of coming to class and working either one-on-one or working at a particular time on a particular topic. And I'm going to go through these topics a little bit more later on in a video. But synchronous learning is basically, you're going to be doing what's called a hyperdoc. And it's a step-by-step a program that you're going to go through. So that's synchronous learning. Asynchronous learning is going to be on your own for the most part. Asynchronous learning is what you do outside of that synchronous environment. So what you're going to be doing or required to do are videos and notes that you're going to be turning in for credit that are going to be worth 10 points apiece. And as you can see, they're listed all the way down. And you're going to be required to do two videos to be handed in per week. Now let's break it down to these rows. These rows are individualized assignments that are going to be required to do by a certain time. So if you look at the right column has these dates. On 9/18, this first row is going to be due. On 9/25, this row is going to be due, and so on and so forth. Due to the fact that they're going to be worth 10 points each, those points are going to add up very quickly. So you don't want to get behind. And I'm going to show you the difference between these particular columns right now. So let's start off with synchronous learning. Synchronous learning is located on my Google Classroom site. And if you haven't done it already, please make sure that you sign in and accept the invitation to my classroom. So my classroom looks something like this. Okay, U.S. history. Again, there's the code if you need it to get into it. And you're going to click on classwork. Now under the first area here, you've got how to ask a question in project-based learning. And there's a tutorial for how to do the hyperdoc, very similar to this particular video. You're going to click on it. And it's going to show you a 12-minute video on how this hyperdoc is going to work. So I'm going to explain to you step by step as to what to do. All right. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to show you what it actually looks like. So this hyperdoc is categorized by different words. You got explore, explain, develop, apply, and finish product. And every single one of these requires you a certain amount of time. All right. Everything that's in this box, these two boxes right here, are going to be due at the end of the week. Okay. On 9/18, the explore, as you can see, they're color coded. Explore is going to be due on 9/18. All right. We're going to start the week of 9/14. It's going to be due on 9/18 of 2020. So you're going to go through these. All right, and finish those up. Now, the next one is explain, and the exact same thing is going to happen. You're going to follow the directions for the second under explain on what to do. You're going to watch a video, and then you're going to list out and answer a couple of questions, and that'll be it. All right, and the same thing goes with develop, but notice it gets a little bit bigger, a little bit trickier. Okay, so you're just going to go through and follow the directions as carefully as possible and go from there. Okay, so that is synchronous learning, and when you come to class, that's what you're going to be working on. If you scroll down further, you're going to see Flipped Classroom U.S. History Part 1 and Flipped Classroom U.S. History Part 2. These are the notes and videos that you're going to be watching that you can see in this column. This is asynchronous learning. So the first assignment that you're going to have is early European exploration. So you're going to go to early exploration guided notes. You're going to click on it, And as you can see, there's a video there. And you're just going to follow the directions for the video, and you're going to do the notes that go along with it. Okay, the notes are over here. Okay. Once you're done with those notes, you're going to turn them in. Now, at the bottom of every single guided notes, you're going to see some space here, some weird space. These are used for foldables. You do not have to do this section. The only thing that you need to concentrate on is the fill-in notes for each one. Okay? So if you go back to our Google Doc, you've got to do 2 of those videos and the explore part of the hyperdoc by 9/18. And the same thing goes with explain, develop, apply, and finish product. The only difference here is that if you notice, I gave you 3 weeks to do the finished project because it is a writing assignment. So you're going to need a lot of time to finish all that up. But you're still going to have to do 2 asynchronous assignments per week. All right, they're all included there. The finished product and the last 2 asynchronous assignments are due on 10/30. And that is the end of the quarter. Okay, so that is a little bit of a background as to what synchronous and asynchronous learning is and what requirements are for you throughout this first quarter. It's very clearly planned out in the weeks, and when the quarter comes to an end, you'll know exactly what was expected of you and moving forward where we're going to be at. Now, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4 are actually going to be quite similar to this setup. So I want you to get very, very used to the fact that you're going to be doing synchronous and asynchronous learning throughout the year. As always, please let me know. Please tell me how you're doing with it. Please let me know so that you don't get completely behind. I know that attendance is going to be tough for some of you. So please let me know so we can come up with a plan before you're going to have to do all of these assignments in a day. It's not going to happen. It's literally impossible to do all of these assignments in one day. Okay? So please try to be smart about this. All right? Take it as it comes and make sure that you show up to class. Make sure that you pay close attention to communicating with me, and we'll make sure that you are successful with what you need to do. Please let me know again if you have any concerns, and I'll talk to you soon.